Hello everybody, welcome back to my story. So I almost didn't pick up the camera for this channel today. I was so busy with everything, and I decided that I really wanted to put something out there for you guys, and I had a video in mind that I had been wanting to make, and I was wanting to kind of change things up for a little bit since I'll be out on the road again probably tomorrow. So I had this really interesting and funny story that I wanted to tell you, and I got so busy that I decided, you know what, I'm just not gonna pick up the camera. But I changed my mind, so I figured I'd turn it on real quick and tell this story on my way back to the command center. As the title has already suggested, it's about sneaking an entire meal into a movie theater. So it was when I was a teenager, and of course we all know how expensive, especially if you live in the United States. I don't really know what things are like in other areas of the world, but here the snacks and drinks at movie theaters are absolutely outrageous. You could spend, you know, almost $30 on something that at a grocery store would cost you approximately $5. And so the trend has always prevailed in the United States of sneaking different things into the movie theater to eat. So my friends and I were kind of go hard or go home type people in terms of things like that. We were always thinking of ways to push the limits in all kinds of different fields. Mainly we were kind of technology nerds, so mostly it was in computer games and building computers and things like that. But this was a chance for us to kind of prove ourselves in a strange way. And so we decided we're not gonna sneak in potato chips or candy or pop, but instead we are going to sneak in an entire meal into this theater, and we're also going to do it at an R-rated movie while all of us are underage. So first what we did was order an extra large pizza. We then proceeded to buy a bunch of cans of pop and then a few other types. I can't remember exactly what type of snacks and candy we ended up bringing in, but we decided to bring that in too. There was about 4 of us there, and so what we did was we took the extra large pizza, broke it down, put it into plastic bags, and any of us that were wearing cargo shorts like I was would hide the bags in their cargo shorts. And then one of my taller friends put on an extra large shirt and put the cans of pop into this shirt, and he padded it in such a way that it just appeared that he had a little bit extra in the stomach, if you know what I mean. And so no one was going to dare ask him, you know, are you hiding stuff in your shirt, you know, and have to get the awkward response of, no, I'm not hiding anything. So we walk up to the ticket office and ask for the tickets to this, like I said, R-rated movie. And you could tell that they were suspicious of something right away, and immediately, obviously, it was just our age. So they just continued to ask us over and over again, you know, how old are you? How old are you? My one friend kept replying, you know, I'm 17, I'm 17, I'm 17. And finally, I think, just out of sheer frustration, and why they didn't require an ID, I don't know, but at that time they just didn't always do that. You know, sometimes they just went on the honor system, and so we, you know, answered the right way enough times. They just decided to give up on the issue altogether and let us in. So far we've made it past hurdle 1. We got through the front doors, got into the theater, sat in the very, very back of the theater, and began to carefully open up this entire dinner. And of course, as movie theaters always are, the attendants are in regularly to walk down the aisles and make sure that everything is going all right. and it's no different here. I don't honestly know how they couldn't have known that something was wrong, as the entire back of the theater reeked of pizza. I mean, just the strongest pepperoni pizza smell that you could possibly imagine, and just the most obvious thing that you could imagine. And then to top it all off, I do remember one of the candies, because my friend had bought a box of Red Hots, and he dropped it, and it was one of the older style theaters back when they didn't have stadium seating, so it was just the slanted floor all the way from the back to the front, and so he accidentally drops his box of Red Hots, and due to the shape of this candy, it rolled all the way from the back of the theater to the front of the theater, and it was like there were so many Red Hots in the box that it sounded like a rain stick for a good 30 seconds in the theater. We actually had planned to do it again. This was not our final rendition, and we never got around to it, and I almost wish that we had, but we claimed that one day we would go back, and through the rear exit we would bring in an entire, I think we said an entire turkey dinner, like a completely cooked and uncarved turkey into the theater, which obviously in retrospect would have been probably the breaking point, but nonetheless, an interesting set of events and plans that ended up in kind of a cool story that I thought I'd share with all of you. So if any of you have done similar, let me know in the comments below. What's the craziest thing that you have snuck into a movie theater, or snuck in anywhere? I don't know. Maybe you have some other stories where you snuck some things into places where you're not supposed to bring anything in with you. So let me know. So I apologize for the really late video. I know I'm not getting back until extremely late, so I know this video is going to be extremely late, but I'm still going to get it up tonight if humanly possible. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow, or possibly later on today. Bye everybody.